Exactly. And we can, and they say that we're living off well, no, I am a U.S. citizen, but that we're living off the government. A lot of the people that are ITINs, they cannot pay these taxes back. They cannot get welfare or whatever they call it, Medicaid. They can't get none of these things. So all the lie and propaganda that MAGA has even thrown out there is false. That's shame. So shame based on lies and causing all this hurt and damage to families and traumatizing. This is gonna traumatize our gente for decades, for our children, you guys, the youth. That's gonna trauma. Like teachers, where's my teachers here? Teachers, híjole, no man. You guys gotta probably, take it a whole nother level now, right? To be able to comfort some of these children because I mentioned before, I represent children. I also am a board member for a school district. So a lot of children that I get to fear for their lives, for their safety, right? When their parents, like Janet, I remember the first time. You guys remember when she was only taking her kids to school, right? Like, why was that a crime? Porque, ¿verdad? That's not so. Sure, why you guys get licencias? ¿Por qué agarramos las licencias? Esta mujer iba a llevar a sus niños a la escuela. Eso no es un crimen, hermano, ¿verdad? No, that's not crime.
Why was taking a break at work a crime?
Exactly, that was Jeanette. Even this time, I mean, forcing her to hide away in a sanctuary all these years in the last administration when he was talking about, and now take it at hate towards her, towards the what she represents. And you know who she represents? Me. She represents all of us, the people that look like me. Yeah. Like my mom, like my grandma, all the immigrants that came. That's how she represents. So a win for Jeanette is a win for all of us. It doesn't matter where you come from. Oh, free Jeanette. Free Jeanette. Free them all. Free them all. Eso. A ver quién sigue. Nacho, ándale. Chele, ándale. We got to, Ignacio, we got to work bringing the driver licenses years ago. So for me, I'm very humbled and thankful always to see and to serve people like Nacho and Jeanette because, all they were trying really is to work and get to work, right? That's not a crime. That's not a crime. It is not. We need to start, Nikki said, show up and show out. And this is what you guys are doing. Again, she on Sunday, come on Sunday. It's also, there's going to be food. We're not trying to put anybody in danger. I'm asking people, if you don't feel safe to be in spaces like this, please don't come, right?
So I missed it. So
we're having an Echo Fest on Sunday where we're giving a space for immigration. Also, as you guys know, we do environmental justice and education. And this time we're going to create a space for immigration as well. We invited Jeanette's family and some of the organizations, and anybody here, you guys are all welcome to join us, please, at Echo Fest with BPUF. Because really, like she said, we need to stay united. We need each other more than ever. Right. That's right.
So as some of our speakers were saying, this isn't officially organized by any organization today. But if we have more speakers, please feel free to come along. Let us know if you'd like to say some words.
Please.
If not, we can continue on with a couple of chants, and then we can kind of see where it goes if we want to wrap things up or if we'd like more people to speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah, eso.
Hello. So I'm an organizer with Colorado General Strike US, and I'm out here reaching out to you all today for something specific. So I don't know how many of you know, but there's a company called Palantir that has their So we are organizing some direct action against Palantir.
Yes.
Date's not yet revealed publicly, but if you are an organizer and you would like to be involved with planning that direct action, or if you would like to attend that direct action, please let me know. You can also find out more information by going to Colorado General Strike US Discord or Instagram. And I've also got quite a few cards if anybody wants something physical to take with them as well. But yeah, Palantir is responsible for a lot of oppressive technology. They're trying to weaponize surveillance against immigrants, against indigenous people and people of color. They're trying to weaponize technology against against Palestinians. And they're a huge arm of the Department of Defense that is the entire private imperial arm of the United States government. That, you know, Trump isn't just the problem. Trump isn't the reason ICE is attacking people. Immigrants have been being attacked for generations.
That's right.
So it's time for us to stand up and get these people out of our community.
Yeah.
Get him out! Get him out!
Yeah, it seems like it's the first time that like Palantir is compiling all of the data from like every 3-letter agency.
Yep.
And they're a private company, so even though obviously this and other administrations could give a fuck about civil rights, human rights.
Thank you for mentioning that. One recent development is that 4 people were just given became honorary members of the military, which means that they now have security clearance.
Totally.
Without ever passing basic training or anything. So there are now 4 people at large out there who have access to all of our data that the government has collected.
And it's a private company, so they don't have to answer to any of the stuff that a government agency would have to answer to.
Stop banking on human misery.
And if you're texting about it, either get a VPN or use Signal or protect yourself, because those people are fucking sociopaths, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if you want to be involved, please let me know. We have multiple Signal chats going, depending on whether you want to be involved in planning or if you just want to attend the event. So,
hell yeah, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Is there anybody else that would like to come up and say some words, please?
Well, I feel like every time I have a chance, I need to speak for my students.
Yeah.
So I've been a bilingual teacher my whole life. This year I've had mostly Venezuelans, and I teach middle school, so I have kids that maybe haven't been in school for 3-4 years because of their journey. And I know it's very important to them that you guys know what they've been through to get here. I mean, it's one thing to read about crossing the Darien. It's another thing when you have students that want to talk about it, need to talk about it, and sit next to you and tell you what they've been through. And every student that I've had, that I has been kidnapped when they cross Mexico. They have seen people die or be killed in front of them, and they still come to school every day. And they're still so grateful to be here, and so are their parents, and they're going through so much right now. And I know you guys know about the raids in the apartments in Aurora this year. That was our students, and it was so scary because they're calling the students that were in school on their cell phones and just terrified. I know they're terrified right now. So I know that Aurora has been a place that has been named that they want to crack down on, and I hope, I know that everybody here will be there for them if they need that support. There was a point this year where ICE vehicles weren't letting school buses in.
Oh my God.
So please keep them in your hearts. They're beautiful kids.
Yeah.
They're very grateful to be here. They're amazing, and they really want their stories to be known. So thank you.
Thank you.
Education, not deportation.
Education,
not deportation.
Education, not deportation.
Yes. Education, not deportation.
Education, not deportation. Yeah.
Can I just add also? I'm gonna just because we have people connecting from the mountains. Free Jeanette, free Jose Covarrubias. There's Rey David Avila in here too. So, it's Bobart country up there in the Bobart Hills, they call it. The Bobart Hills.
She's on Eastern Plains now.
Up there, but they still represent some people from the mountains.
Yeah.
And these people are like really getting targeted. So we're gonna need to support all the people up there in Garfield County.
Your people are the ones supporting the economy up there. You're holding it up. You're making it possible that the people in mountainous areas are actually, you can have stores to go to.
That's right.
Immigrants are working. They're
Right,
showing
right.
up. They're working. What are all these other people doing?
And lack of due
Complaining about
process.
lies.
And it's lack of due process. A lot of these cases, again, are people that are just straight. They don't even give them the chance, and some are minor. That like I mentioned to some of our youth that is U.S. citizen. I'm like, the difference between you and some of these kids is that you don't have to worry. You might just get a court date and go get therapy or something, or go community service. These kids are literally losing their entire lives. Okay, so that is shameful. I do want to again free Jeanette, Jose Covarrubias, and Rey David Avila. His wife was here last Monday. She drove like 4 hours. She's from Parachute, Colorado. They drove all the way. Again, lack of due process that's happening up there. So then shame on Garfield County. Shame on Garfield County.
Garfield County.
Yep, shame on Garfield County. We need to unite and let the people know they're not alone. You guys are not alone. No están solos.
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 Eso.
Just a quick announcement. So we all know, right? Rice raids are happening. Obviously, they're happening during working hours. If you have time availability, the Rapid Response Network needs hands. They need people. If you are interested in becoming a part of the Rapid Response Network, please come talk to me, and I can try to get you in contact with the correct people. That's it. That's all.
What is the number to call?
Come talk to me. Oh, the ICE hotline?
Yes.
I don't have it on top of my head by any chance, but I can definitely get that information. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Gracias. So de nuevo estamos aquí en el IC Detention Center. De nuevo de 6 a 8 todos los lunes.
884.
Pidiendo la liberación de
884.
Se encuentra aquí desde el 17 de marzo. Y de todos nuestros colegas, amigos, hermanos y hermanas que están aquí, familias, líderes de familia.
What is the number to call?
Padres de
Okay.
familia, estudiantes, jóvenes que están aquí, separados de sus familias. No se vale. Y andamos de nuevo a IC Center, vénganse, apóyennos.
That number is 844 864 8341.
Thank you.
That's a rapid response number.
That is 844
Respuesta rápida.
864 8341.
Thank you.
Report ICE.
Before ICE.
41.
844-864-8341. Thank you. You have to report where, what time, what are they doing, what do they look like, as much information as possible. Because it doesn't help to say there's ice in Aurora.
Right. Right. Know your address. If you park the car, get out of it. See the address. It's important information.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, well, of course we do
Right,
want.
so I'm with Different War Action, and we hate Palantir because, right, they help the Israeli military, and they also their technology is what's used to surveil our friends and community here, and so ICE can kidnap them. So we like to say, Palantir profiteers,
Palantir profiteers,
off our immigrants' fears.
off our immigrants' fears.
Palantir profiteers,
Palantir profiteers,
off our immigrants' fears.
off our immigrants' fears.
Palantir profiteers,
Palantir profiteers,
off our immigrants' fears.
off our immigrants' fears.
And then I like some of these other ones. Genocidal tech bros.
Genocidal tech bros.
Get out of Colorado.
Get out of Colorado.
Genocidal tech bros.
Genocidal tech bros.
Get out of Colorado.
Get out of Colorado.
Hey, ho ho, these murderous tech bros got to go.
Hey, ho ho, these murderous tech bros got to go.
Hey,
Ho ho, these murderous tech bros
few other chants if nobody else has any announcements. Sound good? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA.
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 No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA. No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA.
No justice, no peace, no ICE. On our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets. No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets.
No justice, no peace, no ICE on our streets.
The last count I got here is down with deportation. Okay.
What's the last
Down with deportation.
Down with deportation.
Up with liberation.
Up with liberation.
Down with deportation.
Down with deportation.
Up with liberation.
Up with liberation.
Down with deportation.
Down with deportation.
Up with liberation.
Up with liberation.
Down with deportation.
What? I don't know what you happen to look like. What are you talking about?
With liberation.
Idiots.
I see you everywhere. I first met you at the Bernie rally.
Oh, yeah. Did you really?
I was helping with the VIP seat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What was your name again?
Carol.
Oh, yeah, Carol. Yeah, Carol. That's right. Nice to see you,
And
Carol.
I saw you in another protest, and I'm like, seeing you here. I'm like, you're everywhere.
Yes, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
I like your shirt. I like your sign. And thank you for coming here. Have you been here often?
Once. I had a commitment on Monday nights. It's finally over.
Yes.
So this is only my second time here.
Yeah. So you can find it on my channel. It's Carol Funk, Funk, and every vigil except for one. I missed one.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Two sweets.
Yeah.
So okay, thank you for being here, Carol.
Also, a lot of the attorney fees. I mean, people are like selling all whatever. I mean, if they spend here 30 years, they have to, whatever they saved, if they have a house, a car, sell it, so we could take all this money and give it to an attorney, so the attorney could do nothing, really. At the end of the day, all they're taking, some of these attorneys are stealing, robbing these poor innocent, already in trouble or in scary situations. And now on top of that, this. So donate. I know that Jeanette has also a GoFundMe, the t-shirts. I will probably send some information to the group also about my Aaliyah's mom. You know, the 18-year-old I talked to you guys. So
Another
that
GoFundMe?
is so she'll be there Sunday. You guys, she'll be there on Sunday. She's gonna be one of the speakers. She's a youth speaker, just graduated. Was like the star leader from the school. I mean, just to hear her story, it's heartbreaking. And you know, we still gotta have hope, right, for the youth. So. I do invite her. Her name is Aaliyah Acevedo. When you guys get that GoFundMe to help her mom with legal fees. So anybody that is, I know Hector, Jeanette, I know Jose Covarrubias, and Ray Davila. If you guys, when you guys get that information, it rings a bell, remember them, and see if you guys can help them out. Thank you so much, everyone. Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sorry?
Anybody sponsoring next week? Do you know?
Show up.
Yep, we will be here.
Still showing up. I mean, you guys are, we are showing up. You guys, this is amazing, really. Thank you. So free Jeanette. Free Jeanette. Free Jeanette.
George Floyd. Nobody was in charge. We just showed up.
Thank you for having me.
So
Marty invited me from.
I'm just getting the inspiration to say something. I've been coming here for like 10 weeks now, and I was just thinking as that person was leaving their job today, they're probably reporting every week and seeing us here, and I feel like, you know, I of course never want to have a job working at a place like this. I think it goes without saying. I completely stand for what we're all doing here, and I hope that I can commit to this cause ever more in the future. But I would guess that it'll be more of a good influence on that person who knows what other types of jobs are available to them, to see us out here waving our signs and not shaming them as like I don't endorse them working here, right? I don't know where they're from. I don't know what their economic situation is like. But us coming here and showing support for what's human and good is proof of what we're doing. And I just think that like we need people to go to work in that building and see us and be like, damn, I'll give a double take on what I'm up to right now. But I think that that's just my call, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I just think if people, you know, I'm a fucking privileged white dude. I grew up in Denver. My family immigrated to this country, and we're all in danger because we're protesting, but clearly I'm not first on the fucking list. I'm aware of that. I just think like we need people to have a sympathetic angle when they're going to their working job in there. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh my goodness, Dan.
I'm just guessing, but
Thank you.
I want to say
I would say like the Suncor people, when I'm like, you know what? Get another job, right?
Get
like
another
we're trying
job.
to transition.
of course.
Transition. I go there. Like we've been there, and actually, if you guys know Cunelice, also we're visiting. So some people are visiting here during the week, during the day. Someone invited us. I'll probably connect with you for sure. We're visiting some of the detainees that don't have anyone to visit them, or also visiting people to share their stories. And they get to explain to us what's happening, how they get dehumanized, right? And you know, when you're put in a position, human beings, unfortunately, is control and power sometimes, right? Like we see it with our president and all these freaks out there that are psychos. Then it's a human nature like this. If we're put in a position, sometimes we gotta like to dehumanize somebody or to have compassion, then, you know, it's the person. I agree, semi-plan, pero if I know I'm doing, you know, I used to run a nightclub. You know, I used to run a nightclub getting people drunk. I like a purple, you know, I don't know what else they were doing. I'm pretty sure.
Of course.
But I'm like, it was not like, hey, I gotta change. Like, I gotta switch. I'm like, hey, I got another job. I went from making a lot of money to like a little bit of money, but my spirit and my conscience, knowing that nobody's life is in danger, I feel better about myself. So these people, maybe we could have signs that they're hiring at Walmart. I don't know, or they're hiring at the flea market, pero you know, at the taco truck. Pero they still need to know what's up, because we talk to these people. They also, some people are quitting. They're hurt. They're spirit human, because we're human. We need each other. We need each other. And some human in there, if they cannot handle, why? If your superiors are telling you to dehumanize your fellow neighbor, people.
So the question is it more likely that person sees us? Like, what is the most likely thing to get them to quit this job?
I say love. It is love. I would say shame. You're right. Maybe not shaming them. That should be already. Maybe love. I would say, you know, like how can we, like, you feel shame when somebody you do wrong to. If I'm wrong to you and I go kick you, and you give me candy and make nice to me, I'm gonna feel shame. I will feel shame myself. I'm not gonna be told. So You know, what can you give her? A candy?
No,
Well,
some
you know,
love,
I
some
think
flowers. You know.
I want to take this
Sorry,
moment.
go ahead.
This is, you know,
It's
this is
beautiful,
a
though.
special
It's good.
gathering tonight.
I love it. Thank
because
you.
because it's very intimate, right? There's no one heading this thing up tonight, and like you said, we just show up. This is meaningful to us, and for me, it's particularly meaningful that we just had this exchange. This is beautiful. This is a difference of opinion, and it's diversity of opinion. What we stand up for is diversity, and the most important kind of diversity, the least fascist thing we can be, is to stand up for intellectual, ideological diversity, right? And I'm with Michael. I don't like shaming people. I don't know what led them there. Life funnels us into things, and just like I know kids, you know, in your classroom, I was a kindergarten teacher, and sometimes I could see already where this one kid was headed, and there was almost nothing I could do to stop it. They got funneled into it, right? Who am I to judge? Who is anyone to judge that 5-year-old? And so this person was a 5-year-old once, and I think the closer we come to a tone of peace in peaceful protest, rather than just, oh, we don't have sticks, so it's peaceful. But if we're dropping F-bombs at everyone, how peaceful is it? How are we not judging the judger? Because this is what we're here for. We're saying, don't judge these people and don't dehumanize them. But if we're judging the judges, what are we? So thank you, Michael, and thank you guys for coming together and for being, you know, this is lovely. I'm glad that we're here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's 10%.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. See you next Monday.
Largest shirt for Jeanette. If anybody desires one.
These are beautiful
goes to the
shirts.
family. $30 a pop. You can pay them directly on demo, or I can take a card or cash.
Beautiful shirts.
Yes.
You have a place. You take care.
Okay.
Yes.
I will give them more.
I have not been inside.
Great.
I also barely make time.
Well, I haven't read through all the comments that got here late tonight. Every Monday night we have a vigil here in front of the Geo Ice Detention Center in Aurora, Colorado. Community comes together with love. I know there's a lot of trolls in my chat tonight, but believe me, this is love here. We need to shut down this terrible place. So every Monday night, 6:30, in front of the Geo Ice Detention Center in Aurora, Colorado. See you soon. See you again soon. And I love you. Remember, free Jeanette. Free Palestine. Free them all.
I'm Brian Loma.
Before we have like
That's him,
a
not
planning
like
chat, we chat.
I'm Commerce City, I'll representative there.
For planning.
For the